I'm Ben Dickinson. I'm studying on the EY degree and I'm currently on placement with Ernst Young in the London office. The EY degree is a degree set up in partnership with Ernst Young, ICAS and Lancaster University. I'm currently studying at university. I'm an undergraduate student, but at various points through the degree I'll be on placement with Ernst Young. The time I spend now is counting towards my professional qualification, and so when I start back with a firm, assuming that I get a graduate offer, then I'll be part-way qualified, and I'll also benefit from the experience now, that the work that I'm doing now, so I would come back and take on more responsibility. I guess I didn't have too much of an expectation of what I'd be doing when I started. I'm quite surprised with the level of responsibility that you've been given, as an undergraduate student, effectively. It's far from the stereotypical coffee making and photocopying which you might expect. Well, one of my clients is an Australian listed property company. Quite often you find yourself on conference call with them, and it's quite strange to think that I'm still a student, but you can be having a conference call with senior partners in both Sydney and in London, and you're sat right in the middle of it. There's quite a social environment, so there's 17 of us this year on placement with Ernst Young, and I live with a number of them, and they're all in different departments, so you quite often find yourself going out, meeting them, meeting their friends and meeting their colleagues, and so it's quite easy to get along and network with other departments. As I said, one of my clients is a Sydney-based client, and quite a lot of the team now in the UK is from the Sydney office, and quite a lot of the team in Sydney is from the UK office, so there's definitely a relationship there where we can travel across and work on an existing client. With Ernst Young, it's very easy to personalise your career and how you want to progress in the future. I would recommend the EY degree, and I have recommended it to younger friends. It's quite different, I imagine, to a normal university degree, and it's quite difficult again to draw comparisons, but it's an extended 4-year degree. There are 3 placements, and you spend a lot of time going from placement back to uni and back again, but I like the variety, and I think it will really give me a head start in my career. We get a lot of support from the EY degree team. They really want to make sure that our experience is as good as it can be, and they're very open to our suggestions and our comments as to how things might change. Hopefully in the next few years I'd like to do an international secondment out in Australia, working on the account out there. So that's something I'd like to do. And there's a number of other programs within Ernst Young for qualified members of staff, and hopefully I can see myself on one of those programs in the future. There's an opportunity to learn an awful lot of things with Ernst Young in very different areas of business, and I think that'll keep me continually engaged.